Welcome to Everyday English Stories. Today's story is called The Birthday Cake. After the story, we will learn 6 useful words. Let's begin. With Tom's birthday looming, Mia resolved to mark the occasion with something truly memorable. A decadent chocolate cake seemed the obvious choice, given his well-known weakness for anything rich and sweet. At the crack of dawn, she slipped out to the corner shop and assembled her ingredients with care. Farm-fresh eggs, fine flour, castor sugar, a slab of butter, and a bar of the darkest chocolate she could find. Once home, she rolled up her sleeves and pored over the recipe, determined not to cut any corners. She creamed the butter and sugar into a pale, airy cloud before beating in the eggs one at a time. With a practiced hand, she folded in the flour, careful not to knock the air out of the mixture. The batter emerged silky and lustrous, promising great things. Into the tin it went, and then into the waiting warmth of the oven. Before long, the flat was steeped in the unmistakable scent of baking chocolate. When the timer chimed, she drew out a cake risen to perfection, golden at the edges. Yet just as satisfaction began to settle in, a sinking feeling took hold. The chocolate, the very heart of the recipe, lay forgotten on the counter, still in its wrapper. In her meticulous attention to the batter, she had let the crucial ingredient slip her mind entirely. Rather than let the oversight get the better of her, she kept her wits about her. She broke the bar into shards and coaxed it into a glossy pool over a gentle flame. With deliberate strokes, she cascaded the molten chocolate across the cooled sponge. It set into a mirror-like sheen that no bakery could have bettered. A few careful loops of white icing spelled out "Happy Birthday, Tom." The finished cake was, quite frankly, a small triumph. When Tom arrived that evening and caught sight of it, words failed him. "You've outdone yourself," he managed at last, visibly touched by the gesture. "It was the least I could do," Mia said modestly, though her eyes sparkled with pride. They sank their forks into the sponge and relished every velvety mouthful. Tom declared, without a shadow of a doubt, that it was the finest cake ever to cross his path. Privately, Mia marveled at how a genuine blunder had blossomed into an unexpected masterpiece. Had everything gone to plan, the cake would have been ordinary at best. As it turned out, a moment of forgetfulness had been a blessing in disguise. Now let's learn 6 useful words from the story. Decadent. Luxuriously rich and indulgent. For example, a decadent chocolate cake seemed the obvious choice. Poured over. Studied or read something very carefully. For example, she rolled up her sleeves and pored over the recipe. Kept her wits about her. Stayed calm and thought clearly under pressure. For example, she kept her wits about her. Outdone yourself. Done something even better than usual. For example, you've outdone yourself, he managed at last. Lustrous. Shining softly and richly. For example, the batter emerged silky and lustrous. Blessing in disguise. A good thing that first seemed like a problem. For example, a moment of forgetfulness had been a blessing in disguise. Try listening to this story again to hear the words in context. We publish new episodes every day, so please subscribe. See you tomorrow.